folks, we're out here today at our horsepower performance division with the all-new 2016 RS Camaro. This thing is the thrill ride, Spence. Our model today has a 3.6 liter V6 kicking out 335 horsepower, but here's the cool thing, 284 foot-pound of torque. This thing has a lot of low-end grunt. Our test model today has the 6-speed manual transmission. We're going to take you for a ride in a moment, but one thing I want to talk with you about, Spence, this car, above last year, would you agree that the entire feel is different?
Absolutely, Donnie. It drives so smoothly. It's quick, it's fast, very comfortable, a nice, quiet car when you consider the amount of power it's generating.
I have to agree that 100%. One of the first things that we noticed with the new 2016 is they have lightened the car up considerably, and you can feel it immediately, especially in a corner. It hugs the road far better than it did last year. This thing is really a sport ride. I think you're going to like it. In fact, why don't you come on with us right now? We're going to take you for a ride. Okay, folks. Well, here we are on the road test, and this is really where the true car comes to life. 2015 was a fantastic model year. I don't think anybody would argue with that. 2016, all of a sudden, this is the new Alpha platform. This is the platform that so many people are arguing for or against, depending on where you're at. It seems like many of our listeners on the East Coast seem to, for whatever reason, dislike this platform. Over here in California or this side of the country, they seem to like it. I like it.
I love it, man. We're eating it up on the West Coast. It's such a beautiful car. Donnie, you were talking about the ride before, and the thing that's incredible about this Camaro is, as a passenger, you can feel how improved the ride is, how smooth it is, how agile the car is. This vehicle is a blast to drive. Really smooth, a lot of fun, and I will say having the stick shift here is also a kick in the butt, because you really get the feeling of what the car can do, and you're making it do it. So puts a little more party into the drive, if you know what I'm saying. Kind of a little more fun.
Yeah, I agree with it, and that's one of the issues that we have a lot on the show weekly, and that is, the manual or the automatic. A lot of guys prefer the manual. I kind of like the automatic, but you're right. For this particular time, this one is kind of fun because we don't normally get the manual transmission.
Yeah, it's truly different because we know with the automatic transmission, it's going to outperform me as a shifter, but I still like to dream a little bit and be part of the drive, and this is so much fun. I recommend, guys, if you want to go for a test drive, maybe try out the stick just for fun. Have a blast in this Camaro. It's a kick to drive. We're going to bust out on the freeway and see what it can do.
Yeah, one of the things that is most pleasant about the car is, as you said it a few minutes ago, and that is, the car is lighter. It does handle different. You can immediately tell that there's a better weight distribution. The entire platform seems to be more firmly planted on the ground. We just went around a corner, and it over last year, and many of you who've driven the 13, 14, and the 15 Camaros will automatically understand what I'm talking about, and that is sometimes it felt like it slid a little bit. Especially in high-speed cornering, the front end would sometimes want to dip. This one is totally different. This is on the same platform as the Cadillac ATS. I really like this car a bunch. We're now getting up on the freeway here in Southern California, and it is really fun. I mean, this is a blast. This kind of brings back your youth, doesn't it?
Sure does. And the other thing that's great about a car that has this kind of speed, this quickness, it also is a very, very quiet drive. So if you went on a long cruise and you're shooting out to LA, going out to Las Vegas, going on a road trip up to San Francisco, wherever you might be going, this car will keep you comfortable the whole way and still be really fun to drive.
Just want to take one moment now to thank Paradise Chevrolet, Don Fromberg, his entire staff and crew at Paradise Chevrolet here in Ventura, California, a little city in Southern California. They were so kind to us. They allowed us to have the car for as long as we like. This thing, I don't know if I want to give it back.
No, this is definitely, we get to test drive so many vehicles. This is a keeper, or at least when you go back to the dealership, back to Paradise Chevrolet, you want to start talking terms, arrangements, to get this car in your own driveway. Really a great vehicle, Don Fromberg, Paradise Chevrolet in Ventura. Like Donnie said, thank you so much for this great drive.